Stop wasting your money on magnesium pills that your body barely absorbs. There's a simple food sitting in your kitchen right now that does something way more powerful than any supplement ever could. And the health industry doesn't want you to know about it because they can't patent it. Listen, I've spent years studying how the human body actually works, not just what Big Pharma wants us to believe. And what I discovered about muscle health, especially as we get older, completely changed everything I thought I knew. See, when you hit your 50s and 60s, your muscles start breaking down faster than they rebuild. You feel weaker, you lose balance, you can't open jaws like you used to. Everyone tells you to take magnesium supplements. But here's the truth. Most of those pills pass right through you without doing much at all. Your body doesn't recognize synthetic minerals the same way it recognizes real food. So today, I'm going to share something that actually works. As we age, something called sarcopenia starts happening. That's just a fancy word for muscle loss. After age 50, you can lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every 10 years. By the time you're 70, you could have lost a quarter of the muscle you had in your prime. And this isn't just about looking fit or being strong enough to carry groceries. This affects everything. Your balance gets worse, so you're more likely to fall. Your metabolism slows down because muscle burns calories even when you're resting. Your bones get weaker because muscles support your skeleton. Even your blood sugar control gets worse because muscles are where your body stores glucose. Now, doctors will tell you this is just normal aging. They'll say, take your calcium, take your vitamin D, maybe do some light exercise. And sure, some of them will mention magnesium because it plays a role in over 300 processes in your body, including muscle contraction and protein synthesis. So you go to the pharmacy, you spend $30 or $40 on a bottle of magnesium supplements, and you take them faithfully every single day. But here's what they don't tell you. Most magnesium supplements have a huge problem. Your digestive system can't absorb them properly. Some forms, like magnesium oxide, have an absorption rate as low as 4%. 4%! That means 96% of what you're paying for literally goes down the toilet. And even the better forms, like magnesium citrate or glycinate, still don't come with all the other nutrients your body needs to actually use that magnesium effectively. Your body is incredibly smart. It didn't evolve to eat isolated minerals in pill form. It evolved to get nutrition from whole foods, where minerals come packaged together with vitamins, enzymes, and other compounds that work together. When you eat magnesium from real food, it comes with vitamin B6, which helps your body absorb it. It comes with healthy fats that help transport it. It comes with fiber that helps your gut bacteria thrive. And those bacteria actually produce compounds that improve mineral absorption even more. So the real problem isn't that you need more magnesium. The problem is that you're getting it in a form your body doesn't know what to do with. And meanwhile, the food that could actually help you is probably something you're ignoring or not eating enough of. The food that rebuilds muscle naturally. So what is this miracle food? It's seeds. Specifically, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, and flax seeds. Now I know what you're thinking. Seeds? That's it? That sounds too simple, but stay with me, because what these tiny foods can do for your muscles is absolutely remarkable. Let's start with pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, that's about a quarter cup, contains nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. But it's not just magnesium. These seeds are packed with zinc, which is crucial for protein synthesis. Every time your body builds new muscle tissue, it needs zinc to make it happen. Pumpkin seeds also contain iron, which carries oxygen to your muscles so they can work properly and recover after use. Then there's the protein content. Seeds are incredibly protein dense for their size. That same ounce of pumpkin seeds has 9 grams of protein, and it's complete protein too, meaning it contains all the amino acids your muscles need to repair and rebuild. When you're older, your body becomes less efficient at using protein, so you actually need more of it, not less. Most seniors don't eat enough protein, and that's a huge reason why muscle loss speeds up. But here's where it gets even better. Seeds contain something called peptides. These are short chains of amino acids that have been shown in research to directly stimulate muscle growth. They work almost like a signal, telling your body to start building instead of breaking down. You can't get these peptides from a magnesium pill. You can only get them from real food. Sunflower seeds are another powerhouse. They're loaded with vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant. When you use your muscles, they create oxidative stress. That's a normal part of exercise and movement. But if you don't have enough antioxidants to clean up that stress, your muscles get damaged and inflamed. Vitamin E protects your muscle cells from this damage, which means they can recover faster and grow stronger. Sunflower seeds also contain selenium, another mineral that works with vitamin E to reduce inflammation throughout your whole body. Sesame seeds bring something unique to the table: calcium. Yes, everyone talks about dairy for calcium, but sesame seeds actually have more calcium per ounce than milk does. And remember, calcium isn't just for bones. Your muscles need calcium to contract properly. Every single movement you make, from blinking your eyes to standing up from a chair, requires calcium to flow in and out of your muscle cells. Without enough calcium, your muscles get weak and crampy. Flax seeds are the omega-3 champion. These tiny seeds are one of the best plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids you can find. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle health as you age. Chronic inflammation literally eats away at your muscle tissue. It's like rust on metal. Omega-3s from flax seeds help shut down that inflammatory process, giving your muscles a chance to recover and rebuild instead of constantly being torn down. Now here's something most people don't know. When you eat seeds, you're also getting something called phytosterols. These are plant compounds that help balance your hormones. As you get older, your hormone levels change, and that affects your ability to build muscle. Testosterone, growth hormone, and other anabolic hormones decline with age. Phytosterols don't replace these hormones, but they do help your body use the hormones you have more efficiently. This is especially important for women after menopause and men after 60. Why seeds work better than supplements? Let me explain something about how your body actually processes nutrients, because this is where the supplement industry really doesn't want you paying attention. When you take an isolated mineral like magnesium in a pill, it hits your stomach as a concentrated dose all at once. Your digestive system sees this flood of one single mineral and doesn't quite know what to do with it. It's like trying to build a house when someone drops off a huge pile of bricks but no wood, no nails, no cement. You've got one piece of the puzzle, but you can't actually build anything with it. Your intestines have specific transporters that move minerals from your gut into your bloodstream, but these transporters need helper molecules to work properly. They need certain vitamins, they need amino acids, they need the right pH level in your gut. When magnesium comes from a pill, it often doesn't have these helpers with it. So the transporters can't grab it efficiently. Most of it just passes through and you pee it out. But when magnesium comes from seeds, it arrives with an entire team of nutrients working together. The vitamin B6 in seeds activates the transporters. The healthy fats help your gut lining absorb the minerals. The fiber feeds your gut bacteria, which produce short-chain fatty acids that improve mineral absorption even more. The protein provides amino acids that bind to the minerals and carry them where they need to go. It's a complete system, exactly the way nature designed it. There's also something called bioavailability. This is a measure of how much of a nutrient actually makes it into your bloodstream and cells where it can be used. Magnesium from supplements has low bioavailability, usually between 4 and 30%, depending on the form. But magnesium from food sources like seeds has much higher bioavailability, often 60 to 80%. That means you get way more usable nutrition from a handful of seeds than you do from a pill, even if the pill claims to have a higher dose. And then there's the timing factor. When you take a supplement, you get a spike. Your blood levels of that mineral shoot up quickly, and then they drop just as fast as your body excretes the excess. This spike and crash pattern isn't natural, and it can actually cause problems. Too much magnesium at once can cause digestive upset, which is why so many people get diarrhea from magnesium supplements. But when you eat seeds, the nutrients are released slowly as your body digests the food. You get a steady, sustained level of minerals throughout the day, which is exactly what your cells prefer. Your muscles especially benefit from this steady supply. Muscle building isn't something that happens in an instant. It's a continuous process that goes on 24 hours a day. Your body is constantly breaking down old muscle proteins and building new ones. If you only have minerals available during a brief spike from a pill, your muscles can only work with those nutrients a short time. But if you have a steady supply from real food, your muscles can keep building all day long, and even while you sleep. There's one more huge advantage to getting your minerals from seeds instead of supplements. Seeds contain something called enzyme inhibitors and phytic acid. Now you might have heard that these are bad things, that they're anti-nutrients that block absorption. But that's not the whole story. Yes, if you eat seeds raw and don't prepare them properly, these compounds can reduce mineral absorption slightly. But here's what's interesting. When you soak seeds or lightly roast them, you deactivate these inhibitors. And once they're deactivated, they actually turn into beneficial compounds that protect your gut lining and reduce inflammation. This is the beauty of whole foods. They come with their own instruction manual built right in. Seeds have natural compounds that protect them until they're ready to sprout. When you prepare them properly by soaking or roasting, you're basically telling the seed that it's time to release its nutrients. Your body then receives those nutrients in the most usable form possible. No supplement can replicate this process, because supplements are just isolated chemicals. They don't have the intelligence of a living food. How to use seeds for maximum muscle benefit. Knowing that seeds are beneficial is one thing, but knowing how to actually use them to rebuild your muscles is where the real power comes in. You can't just eat a handful of seeds once and expect miracles. You need a strategy. You need to understand how much to eat, when to eat them, and how to prepare them so your body can actually access all those nutrients. Let's start with quantity. For muscle maintenance and rebuilding, you want to eat about 2 to 3 ounces of seeds per day. That's roughly half a cup. Now, you don't have to eat them all at once. In fact, it's better if you spread them throughout the day. Maybe you have a couple tablespoons with your breakfast, some more as a mid-morning snack, and some with your dinner. This keeps that steady supply of nutrients flowing to your muscles all day long. The best times to eat seeds are actually around your activity. If you go for a walk in the morning, eat some seeds about an hour before. This gives your muscles the amino acids and minerals they need to perform well. Then have some more seeds within an hour after your walk. This is when your muscles are most hungry for nutrients to start the repair process. Even if you're not doing formal exercise, this principle still applies. Eat some seeds before you do your housework, your gardening, or whatever physical activity you have planned. Preparation matters enormously. Raw seeds are okay, but they're not optimal. The absolute best thing you can do is soak your seeds overnight in water with a pinch of salt. This activates enzymes in the seeds that break down those inhibitors I mentioned earlier. It also makes the seeds easier to digest and increases mineral absorption by up to 50%. Just put your seeds in a bowl, cover them with water, add a little salt, and leave them on the counter overnight. In the morning, drain them and rinse them. Now they're ready to eat. If you find soaked seeds too soft or bland, you can lightly roast them after soaking, spread them on a baking sheet, and put them in the oven at 300 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. This gives them a nice crunch and brings out their nutty flavor. Just don't roast them too hot or too long, because high heat can damage some of the beneficial fats and proteins. Another powerful method is to grind your seeds fresh right before eating them. This is especially important for flax seeds because their outer shell is so hard that whole flax seeds can pass through your digestive system completely intact. If you don't grind them, you get almost no nutrition from them. Get a small coffee grinder and pulse your seeds for just a few seconds until they're broken up but not turned into powder. Then sprinkle them on your food immediately. Ground seeds start to oxidize quickly, so you want to eat them fresh. You can add seeds to almost anything. Mix them into your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Sprinkle them on salads. Blend them into smoothies. Stir them into soups right before serving. Add them to homemade bread or muffins. Mix them with a little honey and eat them as a sweet snack. The possibilities are endless, and variety helps ensure you're getting a complete range of nutrients. Here's a specific combination that works incredibly well for muscle health. Mix equal parts pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, and ground flax seeds. This gives you a complete spectrum of minerals, proteins, and fats. Make a big batch and keep it in a glass jar in your fridge. Eat 3 to 4 tablespoons of this mix every day, and you'll notice a difference in your strength and energy within just a few weeks. One more tip: eat your seeds with vitamin C-rich foods. Vitamin C dramatically increases the absorption of minerals, especially iron and zinc. So if you're having seeds with breakfast, throw some berries on top. If you're eating them as a snack, have a small orange or some sliced bell peppers alongside. This simple combination can boost your mineral absorption by up to 3 times. What happens to your body when you eat seeds daily? Let's talk about what actually changes in your body when you start eating seeds every day for muscle health. Because this isn't just theory. This is real measurable change that happens at a cellular level, and you'll feel it in your daily life. In the first week, you probably won't notice dramatic changes, but important things are already happening inside. Your magnesium levels start to rise. Remember, most people are deficient in magnesium, so your body has been running on empty for a while. As your cells get more magnesium, your muscles start to relax better. Magnesium is what allows muscle fibers to release after they contract. Without enough magnesium, your muscles stay partially contracted all the time, which is why deficiency causes cramping and stiffness. You might notice that you sleep a bit better because your muscles can finally fully relax at night. By week 2, you'll start feeling more energetic. This is because of the B vitamins and iron in seeds. These nutrients help your body produce ATP, which is the energy currency your cells use. More ATP means your muscles have more fuel to work with. You might find that you can walk a bit farther or do your daily activities without getting as tired. Your muscles are literally making more energy. Around week 3, this is when protein synthesis really starts to ramp up. You've now been feeding your body quality protein and amino acids consistently for almost a month. Your muscles start responding by building new tissue. You won't suddenly look like a bodybuilder, but you will notice that you feel stronger. Things that were difficult before, like getting up from a chair or carrying a bag, become easier. This is your muscles rebuilding. By the end of the first month, several important changes have happened. Your inflammation levels have dropped significantly because of the omega-3s and antioxidants. When inflammation goes down, pain goes down too. A lot of people notice that their joint pain improves, their muscle soreness decreases, and they just feel less achy overall. Your gut health has also improved because seeds are full of fiber that feeds beneficial bacteria. Better gut health means better nutrient absorption across the board, so now you're getting even more benefit from everything you eat. At the 2-month mark, the changes become really obvious. Your muscle mass is increased measurably. If you were to do a body composition test, you'd see more lean muscle tissue. Your metabolism has sped up because muscle burns calories even at rest. Some people notice they can eat a bit more without gaining weight, or if they were trying to lose weight, it becomes easier. Your balance improves because you have more muscle mass to support your movements. This is huge for fall prevention. By 3 months, you're functioning at a completely different level. Your strength has improved noticeably. Your endurance is better. You have more energy throughout the day. Your sleep quality has improved because your body is recovering properly at night. Your mood is often better too, because proper nutrition affects neurotransmitter production. Many people report feeling more optimistic and less anxious. Something else happens that's less visible but incredibly important. Your bone density improves. Bones and muscles work together. When your muscles pull on your bones during movement, that stress signals your bones to stay strong. As your muscles get stronger from the nutrients in seeds, they pull harder on your bones, and your bones respond by maintaining or even increasing their density. The minerals in seeds, especially calcium and magnesium, provide the raw materials your bones need to do this. Your hormonal balance also shifts in a positive direction. The healthy fats and phytosterols in seeds support hormone production. For women, this can mean fewer hot flashes and better mood stability. For men, it can mean better energy and libido. Hormones control so much of how we feel and function, and giving your body the building blocks it needs to make hormones properly changes everything. There's also an immune benefit. Muscle tissue is actually part of your immune system. It stores amino acids that your immune cells use to function. When you have more muscle mass and it's well nourished, your immune system works better. You might notice you don't catch colds as often, or when you do get sick, you recover faster. The bigger picture, real food versus synthetic solutions. Here's what this all comes down to. We live in a world that's constantly trying to sell us quick fixes. Take this pill, buy this supplement, try this powder. The whole system is designed to make you think you need to buy something to be healthy. But the truth is so much simpler and so much more powerful than that. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It has been fine-tuned over millions of years of evolution to get everything it needs from real whole foods. Every vitamin, every mineral, every amino acid, every beneficial compound your body needs exists in nature, not in a lab, not in a factory, in actual food that grows from the earth. When you eat real food like seeds, you're not just getting individual nutrients. You're getting a complete package of everything those nutrients need to work properly. You're getting fiber that feeds your gut bacteria. You're getting enzymes that help digestion. You're getting antioxidants that protect your cells. You're getting phytochemicals that reduce inflammation and support healing. All of these things work together as a system. The supplement industry doesn't want you to know this because they can't make money if you're eating regular food. They need you to believe that food isn't enough, that you need their special formulated products. But think about it. Humans have been on this planet for hundreds of thousands of years. We've only had vitamin supplements for about 100 years. How did everyone survive before that? They ate real food, and they were often healthier than we are now. Now, I'm not saying supplements never have a place. If you have a diagnosed deficiency, if you have a medical condition that prevents absorption, if you're recovering from surgery, sometimes supplements are necessary and helpful. But for the average person trying to maintain muscle mass and stay strong as they age, real food is not just sufficient, it's superior. Seeds are one of the most perfect examples of this because they're so nutrient dense and so affordable. You can buy a pound of mixed seeds for a few dollars, and that will last you a couple of weeks. Compare that to a month's supply of quality supplements, which can easily cost $50 to $100. You're getting better nutrition for a fraction of the price, and there's something else that happens when you focus on real food instead of supplements. You start to develop a relationship with your nutrition. You start paying attention to how different foods make you feel. You become more connected to your body and its needs. This awareness is powerful because it helps you make better choices in all areas of your eating, not just with seeds. When you eat seeds daily and notice your strength improving, your energy increasing, your pain decreasing, you start to trust that food is medicine. You start to see that the simple things, the things that have been around forever, really do work. This changes your whole mindset about health. You stop looking for the next magic pill and start asking what else you can do with real, whole foods. This approach also gives you independence. You're not dependent on a supplement company or a pharmaceutical company. You're not worried about whether your pills are actually what they claim to be, or whether they're contaminated, or whether the company is going to change their formula. You're eating food, simple, pure food that you can get anywhere, that you can grow yourself if you want to, that will never be recalled or found to be dangerous. So let's bring this all together. You now know that muscle loss as you age isn't inevitable. It's largely a result of poor nutrition, specifically not getting enough bioavailable minerals, protein, and healthy fats. You know that magnesium supplements sound good in theory, but they don't work nearly as well as the supplement industry wants you to believe. Most of that magnesium isn't absorbed, and even when it is, it doesn't come with the other nutrients your body needs to use it effectively. You've learned that seeds, particularly pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, and flax seeds, are absolutely packed with everything your muscles need to rebuild and get stronger. They contain highly absorbable magnesium, zinc, iron, calcium, selenium, complete protein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, B vitamins, and dozens of other beneficial compounds that all work together to support muscle health. You understand now why whole food nutrition is superior to isolated supplements. It's about bioavailability, it's about synergy between nutrients, it's about giving your body nutrition in a form it recognizes and knows how to use. You've learned exactly how to prepare seeds to maximize their benefits, how much to eat, and when to eat them for the best results. And you've seen what actually happens in your body when you make this simple change. Week by week, month by month, your muscles start to rebuild. Your strength increases. Your energy improves. Your pain decreases. Your balance gets better. Your whole body starts functioning at a higher level because you're finally giving it the raw materials it needs to repair and maintain itself. This isn't complicated. This isn't expensive. This isn't some weird diet or restrictive plan. This is just eating a handful of seeds every day. That's it. Something so simple that most people overlook it, yet so powerful that it can literally change your quality of life as you age. The choice is yours. You can keep buying supplements that might or might not work, or you can try this approach and see how you feel. Give it 3 months. Eat your seeds daily. Prepare them properly. Pay attention to how your body changes. I'm confident you'll never go back to wasting money on pills again. If this made sense to you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video where I'll show you another food that actually works.